the song come on in the club. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? This is your girl Fina. So today I want to try another foundation mixed with a rose ink. Sorry, I know my voice is sounding a bit funny. I've had cold for some time, but I was like, it's not that bad. But yesterday has just been a struggle. Since yesterday, my nose has been itching me, and I woke up this morning with blocked nose and all that. But I really want to do this video because this is twice now I'm doing the same face. Sorry, this is disturbing, but I really want to do this video. This is twice now I am doing the same face, so I'm trying to go through all my foundations so I can like proper give a review. So I just want to use all the foundations I have, and this is the second time I'm using this same foundation because I love it. I just said, you know what, let me just do it. So guys, please ignore the squeakiness in my voice and let's just enjoy this makeup tutorial / get ready with me time. So I have something I'll be discussing with you guys while I put my makeup on. Everything I'm going to use in beating this face I will put down in the description box. But yeah, I really want to talk to you guys about, I don't know who will be going through this. My hands are washed though. Just pardon the ashiness because I need to put my primer on. So I don't know who I will be talking to today. So I don't know who I am talking today. If someone put this up, I think that would have saved me, but I didn't see that at all when I was going through what I was going through. Stress can age you. Yeah, being stressed can make you look older. So I'm not sure I'll even put this up. I'm using Estee Lauder, their primer. This came as a gift like that. So they gave that to me just in case if you don't see it in the description box. This is what it looks like. It's just a clear primer. Because I'm using a Estee Lauder foundation today, so I said let me just use the primer. The primer is called Estee Lauder the Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. Yeah. Universal Perfecting Primer is what this is called. It's very smooth on the face. It feels really smooth, and I've used it before. This is my second time of using it. I like it. Yeah. So sorry, I'll be looking down because my mirror is here. So like I was saying before, if I had seen someone talk about this, I think that would have helped me. So what I'm saying started 2019. I lost before then, when I lost my mom 2016, I thought that the world has ended and all that, and then I pushed through. So 2019 I lost my younger brother, and that just changed everything in my entire life. Losing my brother changed everything. Like, I went through depression. I went through a whole lot. Like, do you know why it was tough on me? Because I spoke to him the very day when he was going. He was like, oh, I will call you when I get back. And then him calling me was me receiving a message that something happened, you know. So my head just wants to know what happened, what was going on in his head all through for a very long time. I was battling with that. And 2020 was when I separated with my kid's dad, and that took a toll on me. That same 2020 when we separated, you know, like when you separate with someone, you be like, no, I'm going to do my best, I'm going to be there for my family, I'm going to do this, do that, I'm going to make sure I do everything right? That was what I was battling with. So I was overworking myself. I was doing 6 to 7 classes a day. I was working like non-stop. I was just making sure there's food on my kids' table. That's what I was telling myself. I went, no, I won't let my kids go hungry. and da da da. And when we separated 2 weeks after, we went on second lockdown. So when second lockdown happened, because I'm self-employed, my work stopped. I wasn't earning anything. I was at home with these boys. It was just a torture to live that life then. All my life, I never had acne. I never had any breakup. But that was when the breakup started all over my face, started getting messy, and it was just 2019. 2019 to 2021 is just years that I never wanted to revisit in my entire life again. They really dealt with me. They really, really dealt with me. So yeah, I was going through all of that, stress, and thinking of how to take care of the children all by myself. COVID came, I wasn't working. I'm going to put up a video here. You see what I was looking like then. I didn't even notice it. I walk, and funny enough, the acne that I had then was really painful. When I mean painful, I mean painful. Like anything I do, I am in serious pain. If the sun touches my face, oh my goodness. If I sweat and it touch my face, oh my goodness. And guess what? I'm a fitness instructor. So when I say I do classes 7-8 times a day, all those, I'm literally taking part in every classes, and the pain was real. I was just in my little bubble. Myself alone knows what was going on. Not really like I know what was going on. I didn't even know what was going on, but I just know that I need to survive. I just know that I need to be there for my children. And that thought being in my head, one thing that I don't know was I was losing it. I was stressing out. I was overworking myself. And when I finish the work and I come back at night, I don't sleep. I start thinking. My thoughts was just everywhere, from one thing to another. Even when I want to calm down, I'll be like, okay, yeah, so what will happen? Every time I just keep praying, God, please help me to wake up the next day. Help me to be healthy the next day so I can go to work. Please, I don't want to wake up and not have the strength to work. If I don't work, who is going to take care of my children? It was just too much going on at the same time. And it was just too much going on at the same time. And it got to a point, just to cut it short, 2021 December, just this last year, I said to myself, if anything happens to me, guess who will suffer? My children. So I have to be here for them. And how am I going to be here for them? I have to be present. I have to do everything I can to get myself back to start being aware and being present about what. Oh, guys, I've never tried this before. I've never tried this before, putting on concealer before foundation, but I really like it. Like you can see, it blends in really nice. It blends in really, really nice. I like it. Yeah, let me use my sponge and finish that up. Yeah, so I just said to myself, when you do your New Year resolution, the end of the year, what you want to change and order. And to me, I was like, oh, my resolution is just me being aware of myself. I'm going to cut down my classes. I'm going to look after myself more. I'm going to look after myself more because I need to be present for my children. That is when I start being self-aware. That is when I start my self-awareness, knowing that if I'm not here, no one will look after them. And the only way I need to be here is if I properly look after myself. And then I cut down my classes, started thinking less. And you know, one thing, why I'm saying this, one thing I need you to know is, regardless of what you're going through, just know that this too shall pass. At some point, it's going to stop. Whatever you're going through, pain is real. Pain is real. But you have to always know that in every tunnel you get in this world, just know there is a light at the end of the other side. It's easier said than done. It's very, very easy to say it the way that I'm saying it now, but then I was just looking for a way out. Tried every avenue, went for counseling. Counseling helped, but it wasn't 100%. But what really stopped everything was when I told myself that enough is enough. I need to be present. I started thinking less, started being aware of what happens in my life, started knowing that money is not everything, knowing that my present matters more than money, that if I look after myself, I'll be here to look after my children. I started thinking about my upbringing, what happened, because my dad passed away 88, and it was my mom all through our life, even when she was ill. I'm going to bring you a story of what happened, how she had her illness, but due to not having and is a life that she's used to, that ended her where she is right now. So all those things, I started being aware. I'm like, no, what happened to my mom is not going to happen to me. I will be here for my children. I'm going to be here to look after them. And that was what I promised myself. And I started being aware of myself. Cut down classes. Yes, I don't have money, but I have peace of mind. I don't have money, but I'm here to look after my children. I'm here to look after myself. Anything that has to do with me being safe for them, I will do it. So I started being more aware, and before you know it, gradually my face started fading off, and I find out that yes, then I was making more money, but I never had. You can see from the videos and pictures that you're seeing, I was making more money, but I didn't have peace of mind then. It was just every day from one struggle to another. But today, yes, I am making less, but I am happy. I am present. I'm looking after myself. Yeah, some days are tough that you wake up, you be like, oh God, what is going on? You know, but you always just have to remember that, yeah, this too shall pass. And whenever I remember that, I just move on, you know. So what I'm trying to say here is when you look at those pictures and you look at me now, you can really tell the difference. Even regardless that I'm not feeling well today, but then you can tell the difference because I have started being present. I've started telling myself, you know what, I need to be here for myself and for my children. So I have to know, I just say to myself, you know what, whatever happens. Life will never give you what you can't handle. Whatever that comes to you, whatever that happens to you, just know that is your own fair share of life. It's just for you to find a way to maneuver through it. It's just for you to find a way to make it work. Okay? Another thing is when you start thinking too much, you get to this point of self-pity. You just want everyone that comes around you to pity you because of what you've been through. You know, I got to that point where I was just seeking for that self-pity, like, is the only channel that I know in my life, you know. Because, you know, growing up having nothing and all of this happening to you, I just keep repeating, saying the same thing over and over again. I got to a point I said to myself, girl, you can't dwell in this past forever. You have to move on. You have to live for yourself. You don't have to let this same thing repeat itself again. When I took that bold step, I started seeing the difference from my skin started getting better, and I started being present, started knowing what was happening around me, and life became better. Yeah, I know I can't say everything is good. Everything is where it is, but you know what? I can't kill myself because things are not working out for me. and I can't keep dwelling in it all my life. Why me? If not me, who is it gonna be? Yeah, it's not going to be anyone else. It's still going to be me. So what I'm trying to say is just look at those pictures and you find out that stress can really, really make you age quick. So if you're going through stress, please find a way, speak to someone, do whatever you can do and come off it. Do whatever you can do to help yourself. Yeah, it looks better now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, just look after yourself. Basically, that's just what I want to say. No one will do it for you. You have to do it all by yourself. To talk to someone that will help, where you get to a point you will know that, yes, I have to do something. And do something. Do something to help yourself. Life is for the living. Whatever you're going through at some point is better. Whatever you're going through at some point is better that you are here and you tell the story one day than you are not here and your story won't be told. Just imagine if I'm not here. No one will hear about this and that will be it. So please do whatever you can do to save yourself from going through stress. And another thing is exercise is really good. When you're going through stress, channel it, exercise more. Do something fitness related. Do something fitness related is really good, to be honest with you. I'm telling you, it's really, really good because I can tell you that really helped me. If I wasn't exercising when I was going through what I was going through, I don't know what would have become of me. But even with all that pain, all that stress, whenever I exercise, it just makes me know that I still have strength to conquer more, you know. It helped me a whole lot. The thing I'm here to say is just don't stress too much. Don't stress too much. Find a way and snap off it. Whatever you're going through, find a way and snap off it. I know it's hard, it's difficult, and no one knows. And another thing, wait, let me say this before I forget it. You know this thing we always say, when something happens to someone and the person tell you, you go, I know, I understand. Sometimes, you know, same thing can happen to two people, but they will take it different ways. It's just like grieving, right? People grieve differently. People love differently. Maybe the way I love my family will be a different way from how you love your family. The way I grieve will be different from how you grieve. So when something happened to someone, it's wrong for us to always say, I understand what you're going through. No, you don't understand what that person is going through because you are not there with that person. All you have to do is just give that person a listening ears when they are willing to talk and just be there for them. Don't use that word, I understand, because you understand nothing. I used that word a lot before, but when what happened to me, I just found out that, oh, now I know that word is a wrong word to use. I understand. Like, there's no way you can understand what is happening, what happened to someone. No way. When someone is going through whatever they are going through and you feel like the word to use is I understand. No, you don't understand, Jack. You don't. They are the one going through it the way they are going through it. They are the one that understand it the way it's happening to them and the way they feel or they miss that person. So you coming to say you understand, to me, I feel like it's a wrong word to use. Yeah. Okay, that's just me ranting through this makeup. I just wanted to do this makeup and I said, you know what, I'm just going to put this camera on and I'm going to talk to you about what is going on in my head because I just went through my computer and I saw the videos of what I looked like 2020, 2021. I was like, God help me. And I say, thank God I was able to snap off this. Just imagine if anything had happened to me, who would have suffered it? My little boys would have been the one to pay the price. We don't want that for ourselves, for our loved ones. Whatever you're doing, please try not to be that selfish. Just know that people love you, your family members love you, your friends. That is how the world is. But that is not enough reason for us to say we are going to end this beautiful life that has been granted to us. So before I put my liner on, I'm just going to let me put my liner first. Yeah, so that is my face done. I'm using my lip liner Trendsetter. See, I've been reaching out to this Trendsetter a whole lot. I'm going to show you how I use it. Do I really want this one? I just feel like I'm not feeling this one that much. Wait, let me. So this one is the impulsive. But I just want to see what this Marrakesh look like. Oh, wait, let me put this on the upper lip so you can see. Did I just say they are almost the same thing? No, they are not. So yeah, so this is what the Marrakesh looks like, and the impulsive is the down one, Marrakesh is the top one. So that's what they look like. So I'm just gonna blend it together like so. Do you see the two together? That's how I like wearing it. Because of my top, you see my orange top, and then with the touch of this two, just makes it look like mado. I like it with my top. I do like it with my top. Can you see Exhibit A? They are just in the same family. Coral, orange, whatever. Just giving them that vibes, you know. My voice is not good, but at least when they look at the orange, they won't even think about the voice at work. So let's blush this face. So guys, please don't forget to treat yourself with love. Don't forget to look after yourself. Whatever you're going through, just know that these too shall pass, and really, really look after yourself. Because if you don't look after yourself, sometimes you'll be asking, oh, this person ageless, this person do this. I know that stress happens. I know that things are happening. I know people, their problem are more than others. But don't always try to be in that self-pity mode or try to think too much. It ages you. It will just age you a whole lot. And sometimes it happens even when you are aware of it. Sometimes the thoughts just comes in, but all you have to do is just try to be in that place of mind where you can always talk yourself out of your problems, you know. Thinking about it will not change it. Whatever you're going through, think about it from now till December. It will still be there. So the only way you can help yourself is just to think less about it. Look after yourself. Put yourself first in everything you do. And if you can, not even if you can, if there's nothing, if you're not disabled or there's no illness stopping you from exercising, I don't see why you shouldn't. Try and exercise. Exercising doesn't mean that you have to go to the gym or you have to go to classes or something. You can go for a walk, you can go for a run. Start from somewhere. Do something to help yourself. Do something to look after yourself. The Bible says that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. What do you understand about that body? Is you. You have to look after yourself. No one will do it for you. You will do it for yourself. And if you don't look after yourself, I don't know. You know, I got to that point where I find out that, yeah, this world is me and this world is you and you alone. And another thing you have to think about, when you came into this world, you came alone. You didn't come here with anybody. And when you're going to go, you will go alone. So what is the essence of you trying to live your life for people that to you, you think, oh, they understand or they care? No, they don't. Your happiness lies in your hands. Your happiness lies in your hands. One thing you have to do in life, you have to learn to forget your past and live in your present. Whatever that happens in your past, just let that stay in your past. Live in your presence and live a life of one day at a time. We're in this world where people want money, we want to get rich, we want to have things, we have to provide for our family, and in that process of thinking about making this money, you are literally ignoring yourself. You're not aware of your presence. You're not aware of what is happening in your life. You have to be aware of what is happening in your life. You have to be, sincerely, I am telling you, I'm not kidding. If I'm to pick happiness and money, I will pick happiness anytime, any day. Anything that makes me happy, I will go for it. Once you are happy, you have a roof over your head. You know what I mean by money? Not like you're not going to have at all, at all. You have food to eat. You have roof over your head. You are comfortable. That is better than having billions when you have no happiness. I'd rather have that a comfortable life than having billions and I don't have nothing. Do you understand? So you have to put yourself first. You have to look after yourself. You have to forgive your past and focus in your present. And you have to always know that nobody is entitled to your happiness. Your happiness lies in your hands. You have to find it. Not your spouse, not your children, not your family, not your friends. No one is entitled. No one is in charge of your happiness. You are in charge of your happiness. And you have to know that when you find out that you are in charge of your happiness, that will make you come to terms with yourself. That will make you come to terms with loving yourself more. That will make you come to terms with being aware of your presence. That will make you come to terms with knowing when to say no and when to say yes, and when to find out that, oh, I think I'm thinking too much. Oh, I think I'm doing too much. Oh, I think I'm doing this. And just do what works for you. When we are going after money, sometimes we don't even realize that the body suffers it. And we're just chasing. At the end of the day, if something happens to you and you're not here, guess what happens to those money? People that are here will look after it. People that are here will eat that money. And what about you? Okay? So yeah, like I said, I went through all of those phases. I was working, the money was coming, but I wasn't there. And when I cut down, like literally, I am not kidding, I cut down whatever I'm doing up to 60 to 70% from what I was doing before. But I'm still here. I'm still present. I am more loving than I used to be. I am more of a mom than I used to be with my kids then. I know that, yes, oh, I'm doing work that will give me time with them. But imagine me doing like 7-8 classes a day. When I come back, I am shattered. Not just that I'm shattered, I have to think about my face. I have to be in this pain. Like I am there, but I wasn't there. I was there, but I wasn't there. This was just my reality for a very long time, till I said to myself, you know what? Now, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. And when I did that, I find out the difference. And like I said, sometimes it will get rough, sometimes it will get good. And whenever it gets rough, I just say to myself, yeah, I will snap off you and I'm going to do better. I have been doing better since then. I won't lie to you. Life has been good and I have been in my presence. I have been telling myself, you know what? You have to be here for your children. You have to be here. They didn't come into this world all by themselves. Someone brought them to this life, and that is me. I gave birth to them and I need to be here for them, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. And how am I going to do it? It's for me to be present. It's for me to look after myself, you know, because if I don't do it, no one will do it for me. Like I said, I don't have anyone that would say now, oh, around me is my family member. But you know what? I always say, oh, I don't have anyone here. I don't have family members. My dear, no, 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 no. I have people. Something happened to me 2 weeks ago and my neighbors showed up. They showed up, they showed out. And I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking I don't have anyone. I do. Sometimes you have to understand your families are people around you. Your families are people that you can see around you. They are part of your family. You have to learn to welcome people. You have to learn to be nice to people. You have to learn to really take this word for what it is. And what is this word? Nothing. It is nothing. This place is like a marketplace. You see this world you're in? This earth is a marketplace where we all will buy and buy and buy. And when your basket is full, like this is full, you will carry your basket and you go home. And when that day comes, next, as you're going, a baby is born. Like every day that happens, another child comes in. Have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? Someone is going, someone is coming. That is life. That is life. So how do you want to be remembered here is what you have to think about. How do you want to live your life here is what you have to think about. I just live my life one day at a time. Anything I can do when I wake up in the morning, I do it. The ones that I can't do, I just leave it. I don't really overstress myself over something I can't handle. Anyone I can handle, I go for it. The ones that I can handle, next. That is my life. I know that at least, even if it's one person that understands what I'm saying, help yourself out. Do something to put yourself in the right place. You can see those pictures, those videos that I showed at the beginning of this video. That was me last year. Last 2 years. That was me. That was me till December this last year. It was from January that I started getting better gradually. And I keep training I'm still in the process of it. I can't tell you, oh, I'm expert of snapping off when it happens. No, I still take my time. Sometimes I even ask myself questions. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, when would this be fine? One day, let me tell you this story. When we went to Scotland, so when I was coming back, we drove for almost like 7-8 hours non-stop. And when we came back, I had to clean up the house. At some point, I was so exhausted that I was feeling fainty. And after that, I sat down for a while. I had my shower. I had to go to work because I need to work that evening. And I need to do a back-to-back class. So I had to finish everything I was doing. And then I cooked and I did everything. I sat down for a while. And then I got ready for work. On my way to work, I was just saying to myself, God, when will this end? When will this suffering come to an end? It's just too much knowing that I have to do this all by myself. I don't want to end up like my mom. Like when something happened to you, they said experience is the best teacher. It just feels like people go, how do you love fitness this much? It happens because something happened to me that made me see this as my escape. And it has been my escape, and this will be my life for the rest of my life here. So back to what I was saying, I was just talking about why, God, when would this end and all that. And then a lady that was living adjacent to me, she came out with her son, and she was a friend. And I was like, hi, you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. And we started chatting because I knew some time ago she told me that her daughter wasn't feeling well. But she was like, oh, don't tell anyone. She wasn't feeling well, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, my prayers are with your family. Just keep strong. She will be fine and all that. And her daughter is in her 20s, So that day I was like, oh, how is my friend? And she was like, no, she passed. I was like, what do you mean by she passed? She went, yeah, she passed away 2 weeks ago. I couldn't move. I was like, 2 weeks ago. She went, yeah, it became like how one got too aggressive and yeah, from one thing to another. She showed me her picture. The girl literally just changed. She changed. And when I saw, I was like, she went, yeah. So she had to battle that, and yeah, got to an end, and that was life. I was like, what? I gave her this hug that I was with her for a very long time, and she was telling me, now it's life, it happens. She's got 2 kids. One wasn't feeling too well, and her daughter was the one that helps her to look after her son. And now she had to do all the job all by herself because the daughter is gone. And I'm here, I have my life, I have my 3 children, and I'm thinking of, when would this stop? It's going to stop at some point. But seeing that lady just made me, and the way she was even encouraging me, the way she was even talking to me, there's nothing to life, things that she was really strong. And that just made me got to a point. After I spoke to her, I was like, God, I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask questions. I would just have to live with my crosses, and I'll have to carry them the way you give me strength to. You can't give me anything that I can't handle. I just have to be contented with what I have. I just have to wake up every day and keep pushing. Don't lazy about, don't sit back and think that God will send you manners from heaven. Manna is not going to come from heaven. You have to do something. You have to move out there. You have to do something. But one thing I want you to do is try not to dwell in your past and live your life one day at a beautiful time. Okay, so yeah guys, I am running to work right now, and just want to say thank you so much for sticking this through with me. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And I will catch you guys again in my next video. And don't forget to show your self-love. Don't forget to be in your presence. Don't forget that you alone are in charge of your happiness. Okay? Love you. Bye.